jackpot. What's a Lechtherian monster doing here?
Worry about that later. Come on! Let us show you why we're fighting.
With focus and discipline, this should be no problem. No more running along.
Just tell me when.
The insolence.
Away.
You shall burn. No more running along.
There is no escape. Their guard holds firm. Just tell me where to escape.
For my cause. For my cause. No more running along. The insolence.
Magnificent!
You shall burn. Ready to go. Open wide. This'll do it. Haven't I?
Laura. We need you, Laura.
Is that the royal escape? There is no escape. You shall burn.
Away! Away!
Elemental attack.
Great game! Magnificent!
For my cause. I'll attack. Lean into it, squad.
Not there! Is it over? Mountain! Minoth! You were always slow to finish a job, my prince. I thought I told you to stop calling me that.
The blade.
He's Minoth, Questor of Amaltheus' blade.
Amaltheus.
He's one of the Questors in Indo. And Malos tribe.
Ready to put another win under our belts?
Stay with the flow of battle.
Hit them with their elemental weakness. Soup's up!
Any last words? Minoth, right in the center. Magnificent!
Don't forget me. Leave the rear guard to me.
Your luck has run out.
Magnificent elemental burst!
This is far from over.
Magnificent!
Jin, I need you up front.
Magnificent!
How about another round of carnage?
Elemental burst!
Don't expect to recover from this. I shall leave it in your capable hands.
Elemental burst!
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Magnificent!
For my bonds.
Magnificent!
How about another round of carnage? Take it away, Prince.
Enough! Magnificent!
May I
fallen.
Majesty, for the glory of your I am. Magnificent. Finish.
We did it. I shall not fail you.
Away.
Don't be so restless.
I don't do it.
No one.
Stop. Break.
There is no escape. There is no escape.
Away.
Elemental attack.
Right in the kisser. Save the best for last.
There is no escape.
Well, I form my bond.
You've got an interesting way of fighting. You are?
Laura, that's Jin. And she is Hayes.
Pleased to meet you.
Jin? You don't mean from Torna? 17 years ago, wasn't he? Enough? No words to anyone. Sounds like a good story is all I'm saying.
You want to hear?
Another time.
That was close. Thanks, Minoth. You're very capable, even on your own.
Well, maybe I should thank him. Or not?
Your core looks kind of different.
Well, I'm a flesh eater.
A flesh eater?
A being with human and blade cells. Made possible with Judician technology. That's how I can use my full strength anywhere, without my driver. But I'm pretty sure I'm a failed experiment, so to speak.
I never knew blades like that existed.
Flesh eaters. What of Amaltheus? Isn't he coming?
Nah. I just heard rumors that you guys had entered Torna. I used my own initiative.
Ah.
It's been 2 years since I saw him last.
Huh?
I arrived too late.
Is that right? Was that their child? That soldier? Wasn't that the one from...
Such a cruel world we live in.
Huh.
In Indal, there are a great many paintings depicting all manner of hells. But I think real hell might be closer to something like this.
Amaltheus, You can't.
I had hoped once that the architect might save us all.
Since then, I haven't seen him. I heard he went climbing up the World Tree not long after, and brought divine revelations back with him.
You mean...
The Aegis. Malos.
But what kind of revelation is this? What kind of salvation? Could anyone call this salvation? His hope caused this, or his despair.
Despair?
How about you then? You're from the same stock?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just following this guy since he woke me up, and that's basically it. I have no particular interest in this world or its future.
And Malus himself?
His thoughts, I'm especially uninterested in. We've never even met.
Please, don't mistake her. Despite the attitude, she's a good kid.
The hell is with that tone? Where do you get off acting all parental?
Oh, come on. I woke you up. I make sure you get enough to eat.
What?
Cloud sea crab sticks are tasty, aren't they? You're very welcome. Although I don't think I'd have managed to eat 6 myself.
What? You counted?
I don't know where you put all that.
I'm the Aegis. I need all the fuel I can get. Hey!
You are too easy to sneak up on. Where are my extra rations?
Oof. You little...
The Aegis, bested by a little kid.
Milton! Get back here!
You know, if the architect really does exist, I'd quite like to meet him. Salvation, huh? Your sword-swapping fighting style. It's very interesting, you know.
It's still quite rough, though. I'm a bit lacking in oomph. It'll take me a while to get it down properly.
See, I wasn't actually talking about the power or technique.
Oh? What then?
That connection you have. Human and blade. It's like a bond of sorts. I just found it curious.
An actual... bond?
It's like that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know.
It does make sense. Lady Laura is always with Jin. And you almost never find time to practice with me. It's like he's her favorite.
Come on, don't say that. I'm an equal opportunities driver.
Liar!
You're both my partners and very dear to me. There's no favoritism, swear.
Are you really sure about that?
I think Hayes is a bit jealous. I have been with you longer, after all.
You think? All right then. Starting tomorrow, Hayes gets to take the lead. Good?
Wonderful.
You don't mind?
It's all right by me.
Do you remember? The last time we paid a visit to Indol?
What did you think?
You mean about him? Let's see. In a word, he seemed very human, protecting his heart with a mask of lies.
Are you curious what's behind it?
Not really. Most humans are like that, aren't they?
Cutting to the chase, I see. But I hear his achievements in Indol have been quite grand. The refugee protection policies from last year are his work as well.
So a hypocrite, then. Isn't that what you call the type?
Quite. I hope that's all he is.
He smiled. Did you notice?
No?
I think he might actually be enjoying this.
What?
The world in this state.
That's interesting.
You felt something was wrong, didn't you? That's why you brought me.
Don't you think they're worth saving?
If you think they are, you know you'll have my aid.
Even if you disagree?
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Oh, you mean that time? I remember. What about it?
What Minoth said bothered me. I think he was talking about Malos, but his words could just as easily have applied to Amaltheus.
I suppose.
What if all of this is what Amaltheus... No. What all of humanity really wants?
You don't mean it.
Hey. What are we going to do if we defeat Malos anyway?
You know. Like I told Hugo, go home and work the land. I didn't get to harvest the Grom rice this year.
Well, that might be good enough for you. Some others might not be too pleased with that.
Who is this?
Picked him up during a routine core collection. He was one of yours, right?
As we discussed, I engaged him as a broker of cores, but no more. What a waste of a human being.
That much is hard to deny.
What are you driving at?
Waste and refuse can have their own uses, I think. The project we spoke of before, I think it may be time to set it in motion.
You mean a blade eater?
His strength will grow exponentially. It will dwarf even that of a flesh eater.
And you can control him?
Oh, please. Even if we can't, there's no need to worry. After all, this is just a prototype. Sooner or later, the binding will decay and he will die. I hear he's got some connection to this paragon of Torna, you see. He'll prove useful either way. Torna, then? He's on your mind, isn't he? Malos.
Not him, but what comes after.
I'm certain it'll be worth it in the long run.